I spent my all teenage years just doing the one thing. One thing was playing League of Legends all day long. I didn't have any ambition in my life. My highest ambition of my life was becoming a pro player, but that didn't happen. So unfortunately, I have wasted my entire teenage years. And I thought playing games, it's not that bad. You're just playing, you are not doing anything bad. However, for the past 10 years of playing computer games constantly, my brain was screwed. Because when you are playing computer games, it's stimulating activity. You are having fun with even with your friends, it's stimulating. However, when you have to do some harder task, such as doing presentation to school or working out, compared to computer games, these harder tasks are not as stimulating. In fact, they are pretty boring. So when I try to exercise, when I try to get in shape, because I was out of shape because I spent all of my teenage years playing computer games. So when I started working out in my room, I was doing push-ups, ab workout, so I can lose the weight. However, after 3 days, I just quit because it wasn't as fun as playing computer games. And but everything changed when I got on self-development. I started developing myself. I started reading books, and I completely cut off the computer games. That's when everything changed, because suddenly I don't have the stimulating thing in my life, and I try to become more productive in my life, and I try to have bigger goals, more ambitious goals, because I no longer wasted my precious time by just wasting it by playing computer games or watching TV. And that at that moment everything changed, because suddenly I had more free time, and I slowly started healing my brain for the dopamine overload that I got from playing League of Legends for 10 years straight. And now I had more attention to focus on things that build my future, focus on my business, focus on working out, and I started going to the gym 5 times per week, which is pretty big progress from my life. Now I'm doing the productive things, and I don't play computer games all day long. However, it was still hard to improve my attention span. So I did two things to improve it. The first one is obvious. It's meditation. I just sit in my room for 10 minutes straight, and I was just focusing on my breath. And when some irrelevant thought pop up, I just bring the awareness into the present moment. That's what the meditation is for, and that's what will improve your attention span drastically. And the second thing is not as obvious as meditation for your attention span, but it's reading. I bought a Kindle for 70 USD dollars, and I started reading books. But I never imagined myself reading books, because when I was in elementary school, I hated reading. I hated reading because instead of reading, I could just play computer games, which is way more fun and stimulating for the brain. So why would I read books? However, now I don't play computer games, so I could read. So I started reading books, and not just fiction books. I started reading just self-development books, because I wanted to get a new knowledge that would change my life in the future. And suddenly I started having fun reading books. Although it's not as stimulating as playing computer games. When you don't play computer games, you have more free time. to read books. And at start it was pretty hard because your mind will wander and you have to bring your awareness back to reading that book. And it's easy for your brain to get distracted and to think about irrelevant thought. But if you bring your awareness to reading few hundred times, your attention span will be completely different. Now, I don't have any problem with working on my business, with working out, with training MMA, which is less stimulating than scrolling on social media or playing League of Legends, Fortnite or Minecraft. However, for the past 4 years of my self-development, I just fixed my brain. And if you fix your brain, everything will become way easier. Working on your business, working on yourself, getting the knowledge will become way more easier. So if you are on your self-development and you are still playing computer games and you are not reading or meditating, I believe that you are not doing yourself a favor by keeping the computer games in your schedule. Because the contrast between playing computer games and working on your business and on yourself is huge. Because playing computer games is still way more stimulating and you will worsen your attention span and you will not be as motivated to working on yourself, to meditate, to doing the work. So if you want to accelerate your self-improvement journey, I believe one of the best things you can do is to cut out computer games completely. Because now you will not have that huge contrast in your life by doing the more boring, harder task or playing computer games. What would you choose if you had the option to play it all day long? You would probably choose the computer games, right? But if you cut it out, you have no way to have fun, have that stimulating fun in your life anymore. So you will use that free time to become more productive and to build up your future. If you need to help with quitting computer games and to get into the good habits such as reading and meditating that will improve your attention span, join the community down below. I'm gonna do everything in my power to help you to quit your old habits and to build up your new, more productive and happier life. So join this community down below. It's completely free. You have nothing to lose and everything to gain. Thank you for watching this video and see you soon in another one. Pew!